Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Knight here, and today we're coming back at you again with another Fortnite video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing our top 10 amazing Fortnite skin combos. Number 5 is just a series where I just make some amazing Fortnite skin combos, and I show them off to you in the locker. So anyways, let's not drag us on. If you do enjoy this, then please feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and let's just jump right into it. Alright, so for our number 10 position, we're going with a pretty simple combo. I don't think this one's particularly amazing, but I still figure, it was worth actually looking at. So this is the Ghoul Trooper, and for the backbling, I am using the Skull Trooper Ghost Portal backbling. I am using the green style. I just figured it's one of the few things where the shades of green, they actually match pretty well. And plus, again, it's Halloween, more Halloween stuff. It works. And for the pickaxes, I'm actually going with the Volt Batons. And again, I'm just going with this because I think the colors match, but also it just looks really cool in game. Like, trust me, in game, these actually look pretty nice. Now, I couldn't really find a glider that fits her color scheme all that well. So, but she does have black clothes on, so I decided to just keep it simple and go with one shot. Any black glider will typically go good with it. And for the contrail, I'm going with Phantasm because again, I personally think that the color, like the shade of green, actually really matches well with her. And then for the wrap, I couldn't really find much that matches her color scheme. You can maybe go with something different, but I decided to go with the Shadow Seal. This is, I believe, a free wrap as part of some late Chapter 2 season challenges. I'm actually personally a big fan of it. It's like black weapons, but they're not entirely black. They're gray, and they have a skull on it. So I actually think it works well. It's not a particularly amazing combo, but I still think it was worth a mention. So it comes in at our number 10 spot. Alright, so next up at number 9, we have a Marauder combo. So, I did try to work with both his theme and the color scheme. I think I actually did a pretty good job here. So this is the Marauder, and for the backbling, I decided to go with the Cuddle Pools bow, because I figured, he has quite a bit of red on it, on his boots, on his gloves, and a lot on his straps. So I actually think a red bow works with him. Plus, it's Christmassy, and, bows, gingerbread man, it works. And then for the for the pickaxe, I went with the peppermint pick, which was a free pickaxe from last year. So good chance a lot of people will have this one. I just think it's good. It works with his color scheme. Red, white, a little bit of green, just like him, and it's Christmassy. So what's not to like about it? For the glider, I was having some trouble with this one. I just went with the Jingle Wing. It's a pretty simple glider. Again, kind of matches his color scheme. The gold kind of takes away from it. You could probably go with something different, but I figured, the red and Christmas theme, I'm good with it. For the contrail, I went with snowflakes. Again, you can maybe change this one up. I decided, I just want something a little more wintry, and, I like this one. So then for the wrap, I went with Well Wrapped, which was a free item from, again, I think last year. It's a pretty solid wrap, again, matches his color scheme and matches the theme, red, green, some Christmassy patterns, candy canes and stuff. So, overall, I just think this is a good, fun, Christmassy combo. It's personally my favorite Christmas combo, and it comes in at number 9. Alright, so then coming out of number 8 position, I actually am going to be going for a fully maxed out Mandalorian. So here he is with all of his Beskar armor on. I think this is definitely the best style for him. And then for the backbling, I'm actually going with the Eternal Shield. Now, I'll admit, I actually was having some trouble for this one, but I think the silver actually matches pretty well here. So you can maybe go with something different, but this is personally what I like the most. For the pickaxe, I am going with Scratch Mark, because again, I just think the silver, matches very well. It itself actually looks like it could be made of Beskar, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, I just think the silver, it all matches pretty well together. And then for the glider, I actually went with the Hunter Skyblade. I'm using the third style, which is like kind of a silvery, whitish color. It doesn't match perfectly, but in game, it looks a lot better. And I think it's also cool because, he's a Mandalorian and he has a jetpack. So, while this isn't exactly that, it still looks cool. For the contrail, I couldn't really find much. I was, again, struggling with this a little bit. But I decided to go with Spectral Essence just to keep it simple. And then for the wrap, I decided to go with Shadow Seal, which, again, was a free wrap from Chapter 2 Season 2. I actually really like this one. It looks good. It matches him. And actually, I would say it kind of looks like what his weapons would look like in the show. So, overall, I'd say this is a pretty solid combo. Alright, so now getting into our number 7 position, I am actually going with the Joker. Now for the Joker, I decided to go with his third style, which has the coat and the hat. I think this one's the best because it kind of reminds me of the Jack Nicholson Joker from Batman 1989, and that's my favorite version of the Joker. And then for the backling, I decided to go with Dark Shield just because I think most Dark backlings will look good with him, but I don't know. I just feel like there's something about this one that really works the best. Maybe it's just because like the purple is the most visible here. I don't know, but this is just what I'm going to go with. And then for the pickaxe, I decided to go with glow stick because, you know, just green and purple on more green and purple. It just looks really nice with him. So, and then for the glider, I decided to go with the dark engine because, again, purple and green. This actually looks, believe it or not, it looks perfect with him. Like, trust me, use this in-game. It looks phenomenal. And then for the contra, I decided to go with Virulent Flames just because, you know, green and purple, it looks pretty nice. And then for the wrap, I decided to go with Midas' Shadow. You know, it's just a simple, cool purple wrap that I think matches him very nicely. So overall, I'm actually a big fan of this combo. The Joker is just a really cool skin to have in the game. So anyways, he comes in at number 7. Alright, so for the next combo, I'm actually looking at Skelexus. Now, Skelexus is actually one of my personal favorite skins in the game. I probably rank him somewhere in the top 20, maybe not quite top 10, but he's still really cool in my opinion. I love the design of him, you know, the snake, ninja thing, it just looks really cool. And then for the backling, I'm actually going with something brand new. This is the Tactical Quiver, which goes with the Green Arrow outfit. Again, I just think this looks really nice, and it's actually one of the few things in the game that I actually think kind of matches his darker green shade color scheme. So that's pretty cool. And also for the pickaxe, I'm going with Dragon's Claw. I just think this looks really nice with him because, you know, one, it kind of matches the theme, you know, Dragon's Claw, and he's kind of like a snake, reptilian, and on top of that, the green matches very well. And then for the glider, I'm actually going to go with Palm Leaf. I don't know, I just think the green kind of matches. You could probably go with something different, but I want to go with something a little more unique for this one. For the contra, I decided to go with Doom Drop. I think it's just easily the coolest contra that works with him, and plus, you know, light green works good. And then for the wrap, I decided to go with Arcane Steel, which is, again, Dr. Doom set. You can't see it in game, but this is actually reactive and it shows the green style. So I unfortunately can't show that in the locker, but trust me, in game it actually looks really cool. So overall, I'm actually a big fan of this combo, and it comes in at number 6. Alright, so for our 5th combo, just breaking into the top 5, we have Whiplash, which is my second favorite uncommon skin in the game, right behind the Star Spangled Ranger. And then for the backbling, I'm actually going to go with the Warning Bow, which comes with the Metal Team Leader. I just like it because, you know, it's black and yellow and it's clean. That's pretty much what we're going to go for here. We're going to go for something a little more clean and basic. And then for the pickaxes, I'm actually going with the Highlight Strikers. I'm using the yellow style, which normally they go with Cameo versus Chick, but I think they'll look much better here. And the exact same thing goes for the glider, which is the Metal Mark, which again, it goes with Cameo versus Chick, but I'm using it with Whiplash. I think it looks very clean with her. And then for the contrail, I'm going to go with Saplight because you've seen me use it before. I just think it goes perfectly with any yellow or gold skin. And then finally, to finish things off, we are going with the Cameo Wrap, which again goes with Cameo versus Chick. You know, it's black and yellow. It just looks good with her. So overall, I think this is good just because it's a very clean combo. So I think it's actually going to be one for both guys like me who like cool colored skins, but also, you know, it's good for people that also like the more slim, basic stuff. So I think this is a solid combo, and it comes in at number 5. Alright, so for our number 4 position, I am actually going with Burnout, which is actually one of my favorite epic skins in the game. It's basic, but it's an old classic of mine. And so for the backling, I'm actually going to go with the Eternal Shield again. I just think this dark silver with red, it matches with this color scheme pretty much perfectly. That's one of the things I like about the skin so much, is it's not just straight black and red, it's actually like a dark, shiny, silvery color. And I really like that about it. And then for the pickaxes, I'm actually going with the Knoll Claws, which go with, what's her name, Lexa, in the Seasons Battle Pass. The only thing that kind of sucks about them is that they're pretty pay to lose because they have a longer pullout time than all other pickaxes. But I still think they look cool nonetheless. And then for the glider, I am going with something from the same set, and this is the Hyperboard, which again goes with Lexa, but I think it looks really cool with Burnout. Now I can imagine him riding a hoverboard that looks like this, so I think it's pretty cool. And same thing with the Contra. I'm going with Target Acquired. I just think a lot of stuff from Lexa's set goes pretty good with Burnout here. And then for the wrap, I decided to go with Ultra Red. Again, it's a basic wrap. I use it quite a bit, but I think it actually works with him. You know, shiny red. It looks cool. It's simple. It's basic, but I actually really like this one. Alright then, as we make our way into the top 3, guys, we're actually going with a Midas combo. Now, I've done Midas Rex in the past, but I decided, no, we'll do something a little bit different. We'll go with normal Midas. And I'm actually going to be using his base style, because to me, this is actually the best style. I just think it's the most detailed and the most intimidating. For the back bling, I actually went with Mystique Skull. I don't know, I just think it looks cool. You know, gold on gold, it just looks nice. For the pickaxes, I'm going with something that I don't think most people use. I'm actually going with the gold style for bank shots. You know, just black and gold. He has a little bit of black and gold on him, plus a little bit of gray. It looks nice. Trust me, in game, this actually looks really cool. And then for the glider, this is a pretty obvious choice. I'm going with classified. It's not part of a set, but it's pretty obvious that it was made to go with him. And then for the contrail, once again, I'm going with Saplight because, you know, as I always say, it goes good with pretty much any gold skin. And the wrap technically doesn't matter because Midas has the Midas touch, but just for the sake of it, I'm going to go with Greed. Again, wrap really has no effect because he turns everything to gold. But overall, I'm actually a big fan of this combo, and I've really been starting to like Midas a lot more than I used to, and he comes in at number 3. Alright, and then for our number 2 position, I am actually going with Criterion, and for the back bling, this is definitely the coolest part of the combo. I am using the Mimic Shield, which goes with Taskmaster. I just think it looks so great on her. There's not a lot of stuff in this game that actually looks good, you know, with like blue and orange, but here I actually think it works perfectly. And for the pickaxe, I'm using Positron, which technically goes with Carbide, and while Carbide is technically her male counterpart, they aren't part of the same set. They're 2 completely separate sets, so therefore it is legal. And then for the glider, I'm actually going with just the default version of the MCG from the Season 4 Battle Pass. I actually think this is nice because, you know, blue, and then you got that light blue glowing effect. Trust me, it looks a lot nicer in game. And then for the contrail, I'm going to keep things simple. I'm going to go with Plasma Trail. Just kind of matches the light glowing blue aspects of her. And then for the wrap, I'm going with Ripley. Same thing as Carbide. I just think it's like the closest thing you have to something that matches the blue of the characters. You can maybe go with something different, but this is what I'm going to go with. Personally, though, again, the best thing about this is definitely the skin and backbling. It just, they look so good together. And she comes in at number 2. Alright guys, and then finally topping off our number 1 spot, we actually have my personal favorite combo of Ultimate Knight, and this is my favorite style of Ultimate Knight. This is his silver style. I just love how this looks. And then for the back bling, I'm actually doing the same thing I did with his red style, which is the Sith Trooper Blaster. I still think it matches here though, because he has quite a bit of black on him and the red. It still looks really good. And then for the pickaxe, I'm actually going to go with the Reliant Blaze, which goes with the Eternal Knight. But I actually think it looks a little bit better here because, you know, silver and a little bit of red, just like him. It looks really nice. And then for the glider, I'm actually going to go with the Wings of Valor because silver and red, it works. And then for the contrail, I'm going to go with Night Flight once again just because, you know, it works with him. And even though it's not part of a set, it definitely looks great for pretty much any Knight skin in the game. And then for the wrap, I'm going to go with Sigil Red, which again goes with the Eternal Knight, but I think it probably looks better with him. You know, just silver, black, and red. I mean, it looks perfect. Like, what can I say? It just looks perfect. Yeah. So this is definitely my favorite style of Eternal Knight. I just love the silver look of it, and it comes in at number 1. So guys, that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And what are some of your favorite combos that you like to use in Fortnite? I would love to see them. Please leave them in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.